Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is your Hammers headlines in association with our good friends over at Knees Up Motherbound, kumb.com. Go across there, check them out. Today is the 29th of May, and I'm bringing to you some of the stories coming out of West Ham, of course, after that disappointing loss against Leicester yesterday. But we are moving on very swiftly to all of the news coming out of West Ham for today. And as you can clearly imagine, there is lots to get through, so we'll get started on the first piece of news, and that is that West Ham striker Gianluca Scamacca is reportedly pushing for a move back to Italy. That's according to recent reports which claim that Scamacca is eager to return back to Serie A. Now, interestingly, following what has been a very disappointing opening season with West Ham, Scamacca recently opted to change and team up with a different agency, CAA Stellar, and is now represented by the agent David Lee. And that is a bit odd to do that midway through the season, potentially maybe looking at securing an exit from London, who is currently, and he is potentially currently valued about 27-30 million pounds, and is believed to be tracked and has been getting tracked by teams like Juventus. And during his first season with West Ham, he has scored just 8 goals in 27 appearances in all competitions, which would be a disappointing end to his career. I still have belief that he can make it at the club. I do genuinely believe he has got a future at the club, and as long as the manager believes in him and he doesn't have any injuries, and if it's whoever the manager is, then I definitely think that there is a potential long-term solution for him. But if he necessarily doesn't want to stay at the club, then there's nothing we can do, and we have then got to push all our boundaries to make sure that we get the best deal possible for the club, because no one person is bigger than the club. So these are unconfirmed reports, but of course we will have to wait and see what happens with this story. So keep your eye on the channel and we'll update you as things go along. Next up is the fact that West Ham are looking likely that they're going to extend Vladimir Coufal's current contract for this summer. Now, news broke on social media that the defender had agreed a new deal with the club, but that hasn't happened at this stage yet. But the club have indicated that another extension to his deal is going to potentially get triggered this time, potentially next year. Now, he has been excellent recently, and when available this season, he has turned up and done a job for him. And he is only 30. He's coming onto the wrong side of 30, but the fact that a couple of, earlier in the season, we thought, bang, that was him gone. His career was gone at West Ham, and he's now come back and shown what he's worth. The club extended his contract deal this time last year and have another option to do the same in the summer of 2024, which they indicate will likely be the case. So we do have to wait and see again with regards to Vladimir Coufal, but if it is extended, then so be it, and he deserves it because he has turned up and done a fantastic and had a fantastic career for our club so far. And then we move on to the last story, last but not least. Again, takeover links are coming left, right, and centre, and there's an American investment firm that have been linked with interest into potentially looking at 2 Premier League clubs, one of which is West Ham, and Sheffield United are also the other club. This company is a US investment firm called 777 Partners, and they are being credited with showing interest in looking at West Ham. They were keen to acquire Everton, but that fell through. But what do we know about the 777 Partners? They are based in Miami. The company was co-founded in 2015 by Josh Wander and Steve Pasco. Wander was around 15 years of experience in investment, while Pasco has held various positions during a 30-year career in the US financial sector. The private equity firm has a varied portfolio of investments from sports and entertainment to aviation, financial technology. Yorkshire's Live Sisters site, the Liverpool Echo, claim that they have more than $6 billion in assets under management. And then their sporting adventures, they are of interest to West Ham fans, though, and they have a global portfolio of footballing investments around the world. Here we go. Are you ready? They have currently the owners of Italian side Genoa, Vasco da Gama in Brazil, Standard Liège in Belgium, Red Star in France, Melbourne Victory in Australia, Hertha Berlin in Germany, their most recent acquisition. It's not been the best of seasons for the majority of their clubs, with Genoa the only one to taste any form of success. They finished the season promoted back to Serie A following last season's relegation, while Vasco da Gama are currently third bottom of the Brazilian top flight after 8 games. Red Star just missed out an opportunity for promotion to League 2 in France, and Melbourne Victory finished second bottom. Standard Liège finished sixth in Belgium's top flight and went into the Conference League playoff group with Hertha, but Hertha were relegated after finishing bottom of the Bundesliga. However, they did not add them to their portfolio until March, with the club already looking doomed. And as well as those controlling stakes, they also have a minority stake in the Spanish side, Sevilla. Now, their interest in West Ham is exactly that. It's just interest. It's not thought to be anything more than exploratory just now. And we are waiting to see what comes of this situation. So keep your eyes peeled on loads of rumours regarding takeovers at our beautiful club West Ham. There you go. There's a roundup of Hammers headlines for today. Scamacca looking for a push back to Italy, move back to Italy. Will he go? Will he stay? Will he go? Let me know on your thoughts there. Vladimir Coufal with a potential contract extension at West Ham, and another private equity firm looking at investing or takeover bid for West Ham. There's your short and sweet Hammers headlines. Like I said, go check out kumb.com, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, of course. Thank you for watching, and